Live live. We live. What y'all doing? I just cleared my throat. No, I'm talking about. What y'all doing? You ever just been leaning and you figured out you leaned back too far because you didn't see them? Not me. But apparently he did. Do you know what it means when the big gene of the little one gets fed up? It's really astronomical. Y'all do know that he has the capability of dropping you. Literally and figuratively. No, I'm talking about. Because she do. I'm just sitting here trying to think of a poem. I was just sitting before, before I started watching Charlie Wilson. And I was just thinking, I'm gonna write me a blues song. I'm gonna bring it back. Some good blues, brother. What y'all think? I think I could do some blues. Hey, how you doing, members? How are you? Oh, Sunflower Child. 144. 144 is exact. You know what I'm talking about? So, it's just me and you and 8 others, apparently. Oh, 6 thumbs up. Can I get 6 thumbs up? 6 thumbs up. It's up and it's stuck 6 thumbs up. What do y'all think? Y'all think I could write a blues song? Because I'm trying to broaden my horizons. Should I do blues or country? Or should I do a fusion? I just felt like it was the right time. But apparently, the eye is on the hawk. You know what I'm talking about? The sun. The sun is peeking at me again through the trees. I thought I was safe, but apparently not. He wants me to fry. You know what I'm talking about? I just been getting called to the car lately to work. I have no idea. There's a lot of dragonflies around here. You ever just been sitting in your car and you think a crow's gonna come at you? Because I have. I was like, wow. And then I said, gee, was it you? Because it kind of felt like it was after he went the other direction. He is kind of hairy, but scary in front of it. Seen any good games lately? Because I haven't. I don't watch a lot of TV. No, I don't. I haven't been to any games since my oldest played. No, the middle one. It was the middle one. You would just be sitting there watching your child play and realize they have issues. It's like no one on the team can play but him. Who'd have thunk it? was thinking about the time when I was a conflict manager the other day. It just has a ringing title. Manager of conflict. Y'all know anything about that? Apparently not. Yes. I had got into a little tussle and the put a in front of it, decided that to work off my debt, I had to separate conflict. It was really amazing. I had a little whistle and a clipboard and a pen. You know what I'm talking about? I felt potent for about a week. And the other part kicked in. Turns out I didn't like that part. So I'm not going to talk about that. We have action. How are you doing? I'm well. May yours be everlasting, blissful. I am doing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He did that on purpose. I knew, who don't know supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Who don't know that? Because I do. Doing good ASMR. ASMR. He trying to embarrass me. Y'all don't say nothing. Because he here. Victorious and glorious. I was just thinking, naturally don't fret. Naturally you. See, I got you. Do you have a natural? Because that would be interesting. I said, I don't want to go to work. I don't. I just want to lay here, gather my wits about and think about everything that I want to do in the future. And he gets to doing all of that. And you're just like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. We are moving through. Oh. 4 thumbs up. Can I get 4 thumbs up? 4 thumbs up. It's up in the stuck. 4 thumbs up. Oh. 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 I rock rough and stuff with my Afro pup. Hey. I remember that. The Afro is the thing to do. You know what I'm talking about? It's natural. You don't have to buy anything. Depending on how big it is, that's how glorious it looks. And if any of y'all have any baby afros, that's all right. You ever just tried on a synthetic afro wig? I did. It was huge. And I loved it. I even had the one with the phony pony, big old afro. I had that one too, when it wasn't cool. Everybody said, well, why she didn't do her hair? I'm just like, my hair is done. Duh. It's just, when they're used to seeing you all razzled and dazzled, when you just put on an afro, it's like, wow, It looks so plain. And I'm like, but you knew it was me. Big G, can I get a little breeze here, please? He just like said, I knew it. The sun spent 5 seconds hiding behind leaves and stems. And now he's gonna just sit here for an hour, peeking through. You know what I'm about? Right on my lip. Why does he like to highlight my lip area? I just cleared my throat. You know what I'm talking about? He likes to just... Well, the word around the angels is that makeup is running off your top beard. I mean, mustache. Because you said I'm binding myself to all the pretty angels. So now I gotta sit here and wait for them to take it off. You know what I'm talking about? Two thumbs up. Can I get 2 thumbs up? 2 thumbs up is up and it's stuck. 2 thumbs up. So, hey, Miss Sap, how you, baby? It's nice to see my members. We can just sit here and breathe. You know, they trying to come through. Yeah, they just don't want me to live. You know, they always gotta change my voice and stuff. Yeah. It's really irritating. You know? I gotta clear my throat every 5 seconds because someone from the U world wants to talk. You ever just realize that everybody from the U world is spoken for? Because they haven't. Nope, they have not. They be sitting there like, I'm going to marry G.C. Bezel. I'm going to bind Lucifer. I want to have Satan's babies. Y'all don't think so? Because apparently, royal hemoglobin is necessary. You feel me? Yeah. You ever just sit and wonder where your rollness comes from? Because I have. When I found out who my original father was, I was like, wow, that's something to brag about there. Then I just thought, well, that's why I'm so amazing. Yep. Through the course of reincarnation, you go through different you-world beings. So that means I am the universe daughter of several. Then you start talking about a team. You know, my team win all the time. No doubt about that. So, oh, you want, okay. So y'all want me to do blues, country, or fusion? I was just thinking, of course I do. You know, my grandmama, she used to listen to Muddy Waters. Y'all know what Muddy Waters is? He's taking it. He's taking it. think I should. I think I should do some blues with a mixture of like a little country funk. Something like I was riding downtown and I saw you, and when I saw you, I said, "Hey, girl." Okay, let's see what comes next. Then you said, "I wanna go with you," and the man upstairs said, "You too." You know what I'm talking about? Because apparently, everybody wanna go with him. You feel me? Yes, go with. Y'all remember that? I'm gonna go with you. Like how? Like always. I'm gonna go with you. Will you be my boyfriend? I'm just thinking. I had a glimpse. You know, my childhood was, you know, I was trying to figure things out. 6th grade. You know, turns out when boys don't like you, they like to hit you. I didn't know that. And if they do things like hit you on a Friday, that means they like you. See how confusing that is? All the basketball players in 6th grade, they had this like maneuver they would do. They would start running and then miraculously turn around in the air and boot you in the back of your neck with a behind. I guess they were practicing. That was like really irritating. Yep. I remember I took my little kid sister to school for show and tell. And someone said, "Can I keep her overnight?" And I was like, "Yeah." I've never seen her again. So, the Big G is helping me deal with that. Because that was a Christmas present. They start off early, you know. So when your child comes home and they have something new, tell them to take it back. Because it ain't theirs. No, come out. Do they still do show and tell? I used to get dolls for Christmas, and immediately I would take all the ribbons and rubber bands off of their hair and just let it flow. I would say that I was a good child till I left. Before 18. That changed everything. They creeping in, y'all. Is Coupe de Ville up in there? Cause, boy, it's hot. Well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. But I don't know. I'm just waiting. What y'all doing? Do you ever realize that it just gets extremely hot when the sun goes down? It's like, where have you been all day? Because it's so amazing. I don't see any sway in the trees, but in your hips, they do. You know what I'm talking about? Because word around the hood is you be doing it moving. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember Waiting to Exhale? When she was talking to that dude, and she turned around and they got her walking away, and her hips was just swaying. I don't know about y'all. I was like, I'm gonna practice that. Cause that looked like that's an attention getter right there. Yeah. Because apparently, if you gallop like a horse in heels, that means you're trash. So you kind of got to slow it down and sway a little bit. Get your equilibrium together. You see how they doing that? You know, he must be talking about one of y'all. You ever just realize that them put in front of it, shoes, is not made for walking? Because she did. And yep, it's the reason why they just stand and it's a pole there and they jump and move and slide. You ever just seen a put a strip in front of it and say, wow, you are talented? Because he did. I remember I said, what is she doing? It was all kind of stuff coming out of everywhere and lights and balls and stuff. I said, wow, what is this? There was all kind of stuff just everywhere. It was like, surprise. You know, everybody want to do the sexy spin and the hang upside down. Not her. She wants to pull the strings out. Because apparently, she can't hold her weight on the boat. No, I'm talking about. Wait a minute. I said, you have a banana up there? Got everything else. It's like a pocketbook. I remember the first time I realized that they clean the poles that they're supposed to in between dancers moving. Yeah. She was like, not today-ish. Not today. She came up there with her little rag, her disinfectant on it, and said, I got you today-ish. I got you. Can you just imagine how much sweat and secretions is on the floor of that club? Because he didn't. I've never met anyone that says, I'm going to go over there to Mission Street and get me some of them stripper pole shoes and go to this event. Never, never. But she did. Apparently they're sexy. Until she starts walking in them. That's something to see there. They're 9-inch stilettos. It takes skill to walk in 9-inch stilettos. And you can't walk fast, because then you just look funny. You ever notice how the toes always seem to hang over the front? Is that because you got oil at the bottom of your feet, or that's the way you keep them? Yeah, I was like ball trajectory, shooting balls. Poof, poof, poof. Wow, that's so amazing. You ever seen anybody just run up on the stage and grab the mic? That would be something to see. I never seen it. Apparently they got bodyguards. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know any good power moves? Because I don't. Yep, I lost my flexibility years ago. Sure did. Apparently, when you get HIT with a 9, it throws your equilibrium off. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't dance anymore. But I like to watch it. I am not a hater. You know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all got some of them poles up in your house. You just decide one day, this is my content. It is a good workout. Yeah. How come I keep seeing somebody HIT the ground on their back? Is that how you learn? Oh, wow. You ever just let somebody in your house and they see a pole and they decide they're going to swing on it, and you didn't get a chance to tell them that it wasn't installed properly? Because that's what that looked like. You know what I'm talking about? You going in today? Yeah. Because apparently Sunday is the day when all those cans come in there. That's what she said, not me. Okay. She also wants you to not bust down them 20s and 50s. I said, don't bust down them 20s and 50s. You ever just see something and you like, all right. Now you're cooking with fish grease. And then in the middle, you're just like, man, I'd rather drink a Yoo-hoo. You know, those are nasty. You just be sitting there. You're like, okay, all right. 20s and 50s. I'm like, all right, okay. And then all of a sudden, you're like, what is that? Who is that? That's not in the description. I'm waiting for a short, Mr. Rhymes, with your part, because I didn't get to it. Turns out going last. I was like, does it even coincide? Like, is y'all all talking about the same stuff? I didn't get to Mr. Rhymes, but because those are 2 different eras, and is had a very strong, promising beginning, and somebody just be overdoing their part because they're not seasoned. You should have somebody that was seasoned up in there. I understand that. You want to introduce new artists, 20s and 50s, 100s, but come on, you don't you don't put those two names together with somebody that no one knows. You know what I'm talking about? It's like at least write they part for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I was disappointed. That's, which brings me to this era here. I realize that you gotta make that money. You know what I'm talking about? But fans like me, you know, we're expecting things. So don't be one of them that finishes a whole album single and then realize you don't ever want to hear it again. Because that would not be good. You know what I'm about? Okay. I'm gonna give it another chance. I'm just gonna get to the first part and fast forward. Because it be like that sometimes. Y'all seen Cardi's ASMR? That was interesting. She's really entertaining. Yep. Seems like she has some autograph hugs too. That's nice. Yeah. Can I get some autograph hugs? Show me some love. Either can't get no love. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. Oops. Cardi, they're searching right now, okay? I got you. You ever just see Cardi dancing on top of a vehicle and you're like, hey, and you look down and she got on Uggs, not stripper shoes? That is amazing. It seems like you might slide off with them. Yep. It's interesting. Oh, I seen that too. Y'all don't realize that buttock is a delicatessen. Something like macaroni and cheese, that one. I know because my little adolescent likes them. He eats buttock, panasi. He eats all of that. Pasta. I like the spicy ones, the black ones. You ever just be eating them and realize your whole lips is on fire? Because I have. You don't know if it feels good or not. You're like, wait a minute, it tastes good, but it might. Is this peeling my lips? Like, is this like a new thing? Because it feels like all the wrinkles are gone. Bout clears up all the wrinkles on your lips at a store near you. Because it is like a natural lip filler. That's what it is. It's a natural lip filler. As soon as you eat it, you have like a little red tint. Just go outside. You don't have to go get an injection. Just eat some bout. Have you tried bout? Because Cardi did, and turns out she likes it. I imagine the bout sales went up. What y'all think? You might, because it's not like the other ones, like the top ramen. It's not like that. Some may say that you could cook them like top ramen, but these noodles, when you see them, you're gonna say this is not like top ramen. You might say, I'm gonna put some, some meat in there, some eggs, the men be doing it different. They want to add all this extra stuff. I want to taste it. They be adding all this extra stuff and it'd be delicious. I'm hungry. Some steak in there sounds great. I'm sure it's someone out there that uses those bout noodles for stir fry. Because they're the closest thing you're going to get to that type of noodle in the market. You might want to leave out the hot stuff. Put some soy sauce in there or something, some chicken and eggs and some peas and I'm hungry. I'm trying to figure out what I have to eat up there, so just getting my mouth all ready for bout, and I ain't even got a pot. You know what I'm about? Is anybody there? I guess y'all not talking. You ever just think that we went somewhere else and that's the reason why the chat box is not active? Because I have. That is it.